Hey guys, and welcome back to the Outdoor Channel. It is that time of year again. The leaves are falling, the Christmas decorations are coming out. You can see behind me the camper's put away. And as an outdoor channel, we have lots of outdoor equipment, which means we have lots of batteries that we need to take care of. Okay, well maybe not a lot of batteries, but here's at least 4 of them. And we're going to try out this new battery tender that we got on Amazon. I'll have a link over in the description. You guys can check that out. And what's nice about this particular unit, as you can see from the picture, it does up to 4 different batteries, and you can determine the battery type that you have. So if you've got flooded lead acid like these down here, you can set it to that. If you got AGM, you can of course set it to that. And it's going to both charge and be a battery tender for the rest of the season.
Welcome to the outdoors. Welcome to the outdoors.
All right, we have this at the workbench, and we're going to go ahead and take this out of the box here. And let's see what comes with the kit. First up is our charge unit here. And we have our leads for each of the 4 batteries. AC power. And we have a set of leads for, again, each one of the batteries. Each one of these leads, or I think the kit calls it a cable, will have a plug on it, and each set of alligator clips will have a corresponding plug and an inline fuse. So once you pull the cap off, I've done that already, you can simply connect the two. They're a little snug. Something like that. Now, the first time you connect it is really snug, but just put a bit of pressure on it. You'll get these to seat properly. And then as far as connecting to the battery, you have obviously alligator clips, or you can take an Allen key to this. And let's see if I can demonstrate that real quick and loosen that up. Pull that little guy out, free up your alligator, and then you have a direct lead you can place on a small post of your battery. To demonstrate that, you can either do something like this. Suppose you could use a small one if you really wanted to, or you can take your ring and do something like this. May make for a little bit more firm connection, especially if you're going to let this sit over the winter season. And of course, plugging this into the wall, pretty straightforward. There's a port here on the back. It's molded, so there's only one way to install that. You're plugging in, make sure your leads aren't doing anything they shouldn't be doing. And there you go. Now once you have one of your batteries hooked up, you'll see the indicators operating here. You can see that the lead that's currently hooked into the battery is in bank 2, We have a charge light and a flashing green light. These other charge lights basically mean there's nothing hooked up to it. There is a legend here on the side, in case you forget what's what. Now when you have this hooked up, mind your leads. Red is usually positive and black is usually negative. There is a built-in circuit protector that's in this apparently. I'm not about to try that, but if somehow you were to do this in the dark and get these crossed, apparently it won't destroy your battery. And just some quick battery maintenance. If you have a flooded lead acid battery like this and it requires maintenance, meaning you have these covers and you need to check the water every now and then. Once the battery is charged, don't do this before the charge, do it after the charge. The water seems a little low. Get yourself some distilled water at your local store and go ahead and top these off without overfilling and making a mess. As you can see, that battery was a little bit low in water, and that's important because once these cells dry out, they're pretty much done, right? And your battery will never be the same after that. So good time to take the opportunity, kind of clean things off, because you will always get a little bit on the top, and ready to move on to the next one. Also a good time to clean off your posts. You can see the difference here. You can get these post cleaners on Amazon as well, or your local auto parts store. There we go, almost like new. We're going to go ahead and repeat that process on all of our batteries here. Not all flooded lead acid batteries will have these caps. Like this one here is a no maintenance battery, but we can still do the posts. All right, we have everything hooked up to the new charger. And everything is reading as expected. Now what's nice is there's no buttons on here. It's going to auto detect what type of battery you have and charge accordingly. Another thing is I have this on this cart at the moment, but there is some mounting brackets built in the unit. We can come up with a more permanent solution for this down the road. Now, I am in the great state of Wisconsin. It does get rather cold up here and basically leaves me with two different choices. One, I can take the batteries out, bring them somewhere inside. Takes up some space, but it'll keep them warm and keep them from freezing. Or we can do what we just did. Put them on the battery tender. It'll not only charge them, but it will maintain them. It'll keep the batteries warm, and I can keep them out here in the garage. I can basically plug it in and forget about them, or of course check on them every now and then, but not have to worry about them until the spring. All right, that's my quick review of the battery tender, as well as a little bit of extra maintenance we did here on some of the batteries in the fleet. I hope you found this helpful. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. We have a lot more of this coming to you, and we'll see you next time.